I'm Junior Shelton, Mayor of the City of Central.
I'm Michael Faulk, Superintendent of Schools for the Central Community School System. We're out here at our Central Community School Complex to show people the state-of-the-art educational facilities that we have available for our teachers and students.
I want to feel the sun, have barbecues. I want to see my friends, the old and new. We'll turn on the game and share some laughs, and we'll play this and that. And now we'll say goodbye to rainy days, to the colder nights and the empty trees. Now full of life and colors new, and it's all here for you to see. Cloudless skies, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to play, and it feels just like a beautiful day. Cloudless skies, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to say, that it feels just like a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Beautiful day. A beautiful day. Beautiful day. La da 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 da. La da da. I wanna feel the grass between my toes. I wanna hear the birds as they come and go. And I'd love to fly if I had wings, and I'd bring you with me. I wanna hit the beach, the ocean air, and we'll let the sand get everywhere. We'll watch the sun as it melts away, and I'll smile just the same with you.
Mike, you know, not only are the buildings beautiful here at the school site, but so is the site itself. It's a stunning entranceway into the school with these oak trees out here. Tell us a little bit about the oak trees.
Well, when we purchased the site and we saw the layout of the land, the oak trees were really very, very conducive to the site. Not only were they conducive to the site, but they had some historic value. Many of these trees are over 100 years old, so when we planned, we were very intent on preserving as many of these trees as we could. So we were able to save all but one that we had to remove on the northern part of the property. And each year we do work with the horticulturists to preserve the integrity of the trees and maintain their beauty and their awesome site.
Well, it's certainly a stunning entrance into the school building itself.
Now, let's go inside so we can see what's inside the building.
Okay. Mike, we're outside the school now, fixing to go in. I know that security is very important in any school situation. Explain to me what a visitor typically goes through to visit in the school.
When someone approaches the building, they must come in through these double doors right here. And as they enter the double doors, they come into this foyer area, and then they must go to the office because these doors are locked. They'll come in through this door here and they'll check in with the receptionist, state their purpose. If they're a visitor, they'll be given a visitor's pass, and then they'll be allowed to go into the rest of the building. If they want to see an administrator, they'll wait right here until the time that they can see the administrator. And so then they'll proceed to the remainder of the building to the point that they've checked into.
So really and truly, the school is locked down. Nobody can get into the school unless they come through here.
Correct. Now, Junior, this educational complex that we have here is the result of a lot of hard work. We went to the voters, we developed a concept, a plan, they accepted it, and because of that, we were able to build this complex. As we go through the complex, I'm going to start off here at the middle school that has 1,000 students, and then we're going to go over to the intermediate school, which is on the same site, and it also has 1,000 students. So show you what's inside this building that we're really proud of. So that's what I'm going to do, take you through this. All right, Junior, we're coming into the building now, and we've done the check-in, and anybody is welcome to come and visit. We're proud of this facility. We invite parents, we invite members of the community. So we're coming into the foyer area, and at the center is the media center, what people call the library. This is where all the activities center around. You see down here is in the middle of the hallway, from the right to the left, people coming in, this is the first thing they see. All right, we're coming into the library now, and it appears to be a traditional library, but we have some things that are a little bit different and unique in this library. We still have volumes of books, the great works, and this is the Jungle Books. This set was given to our library, and it's all leather bound, high quality. We have the librarian's reception desk right here. Now, libraries have changed in that the librarian doesn't check out the book anymore. The students come over here to this station and they check out their books. They scan it. It shows up on the computer, and it lets the librarian know which student has the books. They also return them right here. This area here, the librarian does some teaching. We have an overhead projector. We have a screen. We have the tables that she can work with the class. There are computers located throughout the library so that students, if they have research papers and everything to do, we have Wi-Fi in the library and throughout the school. Our librarian does a lot of things with the students. She does some things with technology. She does some reading lists. She works with the teachers and provides resources for the teachers. So everything is centered around the media center, the library, and as we go through the library, we can exit through the back and then enter into the courtyard here at the middle school, and the media center at the intermediate school is the same way. You can go through and enter into the courtyard. So we're going to head out to the courtyard in a minute.
Before we leave, let me just make this point. A library is no longer a place where kids come and just check out a book and read. It's an active classroom also.
It's an active classroom. We have lessons. We have technology. The students do have reading lists that they have to, but they take those books with them. But the librarian does schedule individual classes to come in here, and she teaches lessons.
Fabulous.
Now, Junior, I mentioned earlier about what's exciting is what's going on inside the building. And so we're in a typical classroom, and I wanted to be able to show you some of the things in the classroom. And I got a couple of my folks here that can help me. We have Ms. Davis and Ms. Watts. Now, Ms. Davis is currently the assistant superintendent, and she's in charge of academics and instruction, and she was the administrator of this school along with Mr. Fountain when we opened 2 years ago. And Ms. Watts was a classroom teacher who got a chance to actually teach in one of these classrooms, and I'm going to let them share some things about each classroom that are special to us.
Thank you. One of the things that you'll find in every classroom at Central Middle School and at Central Intermediate is a projector that's in each classroom, and also a document camera that's on the teaching station, which these are tools that are used by our teachers and students alike as they do presentations and they explore learning in the classroom.
In addition to, on the presentation station, we have a front row speaker system where the teacher can use either a microphone or wear this around their neck so that they can talk in a normal voice and everyone in the room is able to hear them through the speaker system. Plus, when students give presentations and they don't want to vocalize very loudly, this is able to project their voice so that all the students in the room get the message.
Well, it seems like so many tools are built into the classrooms that not only are the students motivated, but the teachers are motivated to do new things in education because of the things that are available to them in the classroom.
That's correct.
It definitely does engage the students on a higher level.
Good.
As a result of all these things, this school has been able to go from being rated as a C school to being rated as an an A school in a 2-year span. And that's a significant accomplishment, and it's because of the people in the classrooms teaching our children and performing at higher levels.
So the building and the tools built into it, they actually promote the education.
Correct.
Very good.
Junior, the arts play an important part in our overall program. So we committed to providing facilities for students engaged in the arts. This is the band room, junior high band room. And we have grown that program. You see the layout with the students practicing, with the board, with the bars, with the storage. We have 2 soundproof practice rooms for students. We have a storage room for the music. So we have a complete setup here for a band program.
What I like about this is it shows that we are involved with all students in all aspects of their education, and the arts certainly is an important part. Let me ask you this, Mike. I noticed these sayings painted here on the wall. I seem to see them throughout the school. What is that?
That is a character building program, Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. And what we do is we teach the 7 habits. We have the students involved in all of those aspects of the 7 habits, to where they understand how to solve problems, they understand how to get along, they understand how to set goals and objectives. And what we've been doing the last couple of years is the students have actually been conducting the parent-teacher conferences where they review their goals and objectives with their parents. They lay out what they have accomplished, where they're falling short, and what they need to do to reach their goals and objectives.
So it's teaching leadership by actually doing.
Correct.
Wow.
Junior, because career education and vocational preparation is important to the people in this community, 2 years ago we expanded our career programs, and we're offering an electrical certification class. So this year we bring high school students over here for a 2-hour period, and I have an instructor that's certified, industry certified, teaches the students the basics in electricity 1 and then electricity 2, and they can get an industry-based certification so that the industry can see that we're providing students who have the background that they need to be able to employ people. So we have about 15 to 20 students right now, and that program will continue to grow.
Well, Mike, this is so important because within the city, it's a focus of ours to work on workforce development and to realize that it's within our schools is just a stepping stone into helping these kids get a career straight out of high school probably. So this is an important facet that I don't think enough emphasis has been put on, and I'm glad to see that our school system is doing that.
Our board believes in doing it. Now, Junior, we're coming on into the Central Intermediate School that houses grades 3, 4, and 5. We have over 1,000 students in this school. The entryway is the same security check. Visitors come in, they have to sign in and check in at the front desk. We have the same setup with a reception desk and coming into the office and all. And we're going to be going around the school. And the person that's going to lead us is going to be Ms. Taylor, our principal here. So, Ms. Rhonda Taylor, Mayor Junior Sheldon.
Ms. Taylor, good to see you today.
Good to see you.
And this school houses grades 3, 4, and 5. For 3 or 4 years running, we had the highest performing 3rd grade students in the state. This past year, our 4th grade students were the highest performing 4th grade students in the state. So we're proud of what we've done academically, but we're also proud of some unique things that we have in this facility. So I'm going to ask Ms. Taylor if she would lead us through the building and talk about some unique things in this school facility.
So let's walk out to the hallway.
You got it.
So as we move out to our school, let me tell you a few other things about our school here at Central Intermediate. We are hosting 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. Currently, we have an enrollment of 1,040 students with 15 sections of each grade level. Our 3rd grade students are housed, we call them houses, in a building, the A building. They are housed downstairs in the A building. Their color is blue. our school is color-coded so that our students will know exactly where they are at all times. If for some reason they need to come to the office to see the nurse or to bring something to the office, they know that they're going back to the blue section. If they're fourth grade, their color is maroon. They happen to be upstairs. If you're a fifth grader, your color is green. So that if you're a third grader and you see the green color, you know that you're in the wrong place. Turn around, go back to the third grade, which is blue, and then you can find your classroom. Here in the front of our office, in our office area, we have a wooden floor, which we tell our students, if you get lost along the way, you find the wooden floor and come back to the office. It also leads you to the library. So that's a favorite spot for our students is the library to go in and find some books so that they know when they get to the wooden floor area, that's a good, safe place to come and find out where you are. We also are a part of a Leader in Me school. We're a part of the Franklin Covey school so that we teach our students the 7 habits of highly effective people. We think teaching those habits right now will lead to a lifetime of using those habits so that you become the best citizen that you can become. We also have some different areas in our school that we call flex areas, which are big areas that we can use a lot of space for learning. We team teach here in our elementary school so that when we have guest speakers or we have different things that we do in our school, we have a lot of space to do that. So if you want to walk with me over to that space, we'll take a look at our flex area.
Sure, let's go.
Junior, we have a little bit different component at the intermediate school. You see these double doors here?
Yes, they're pretty large. What's the point?
Yeah. Well, they open up, and we go into the classroom. And as you look at the classroom, it has some of the same features. It has the teacher's presentation station. It has the computers. It has the projector. It has the screen. And it has the desk laid out. So this is the typical classroom. Now, with the flex space, I have the principal, Ms. Taylor, who's going to help give you an overview of how all this is used. Could you kind of give us an idea of how teachers and students use this specially designed place?
We have a flex space in every one of our different third grade areas, fourth grade areas, fifth grade areas. The teachers all team teach. So when we have our areas that we can leave open, it leaves room for guest speakers, it leaves room for science presentation, it leaves room for different areas of instruction if we do different centers because we're elementary. We might have some stations set up out here in the hallway where you just were looking. We call this our flex area. So we may have some stations set up here with the experiments so that the students in this area, this room, this classroom, and this classroom all share the space to do the different type of activities. If we're doing a guest speaker, the guest speaker could stand out here in this area while the students stayed in their classroom areas and could all hear the guest speaker at the same time. So that's how our flex space area works.
I remember at Christmas we had the readers come. I had the privilege of reading, I think, in this particular space, and all the kids were gathered here in the middle. So it's a great opportunity for all the kids to come together quickly.
Yes, it is.
Too. You don't waste any time moving to another part of the school. So this is a great concept.
We actually have 6 classroom areas right here in this area so that we can move around in this space and through the classrooms as well so that our teachers have an opportunity to team teach as well as individual instruction.
And Junior, we have Wi-Fi at the school and we have computers on wheels so we can bring enough computers for the students in these 6 classes to where they could all be doing a project, access Wi-Fi, have a computer, and do some cooperative learning and some project-based learning.
Another innovative part of this whole complex.
Yes, sir.
As well as we have students, we're elementary students, so our kids like to work on the floor. So we have areas where they can work in the classroom as in together and as like in a project. So they're working in groups, but we can also open the doors. Kids can come out here with their poster boards, their crayons, their markers, get on the floor, make a big display that they're going to use for their group. So they have room out here to work as well.
Great concept.
All right, now, Junior, I want to show you something that's different in the intermediate school library compared to the middle school library. We have what is called a Kiva room. This is a room that's set off to the side of the library. And what happens is we bring students in here. We have guest speakers. We have reading done. We can have performances. We can have music. We have a projector. We have an overhead screen. So small group presentations can be made in here. It's a concept that the teachers saw and they liked, and they wanted it incorporated into their library media center.
Again, the innovation in this school just keeps on coming.
It's unique in its own way. Okay, we're coming into the courtyard from the library. This courtyard is designed to not only be very aesthetic, but also has educational purposes. Around here, you see these circles represent the planets. As we come through the clock, you see on the left-hand side, we have a map. We have a small amphitheater. On the right-hand side, we have the gazebo. We have a number sequence. We have a sundial. We have a large chess board. We have along that covered walkway depth perception, so many feet, so students can judge distance and perception. So it's all designed with things in mind. Between the sundial and the checkerboard, we have fractions. So it's all educationally designed, has a purpose.
Now, Mike, this courtyard is used not just for the schools. The community uses this quite a bit too, don't they?
We've had the Veterans Day services out here. We've had some concerts. We've had academic excellence banquet in the courtyard. Junior, we've come into the cafeteria, and we have what's called a joint use cafeteria. And by that, we have one kitchen, and we have two sections. One section serving the middle school, one section serving the intermediate school. We're able to feed 800 students at a time. So we have 3 lunch shifts, so we feed 3 lunch shifts of students at the middle school on this side, and then there in the middle, the partition is closed during the school day because we're feeding 400 students from the intermediate school on the other side with 2 serving lines on each side. It runs like clockwork.
Now, Mike, I know, again, this is another part of the facility that's used by the community. In fact, just recently we had the CCAF Valentine's Day banquet here. It was a great event hosted by the school, and the community got to use it. And talk a little bit about the stage that's up there and how it's incorporated into the events.
Well, the stage is incorporated in that it's a half moon, and the partition goes in there to where you can have a speaker, a presentation, because you got a document camera and you got a screen on each side. So you could have 2 separate events going on with the speaker. And we've had that happen, that the intermediate school was presenting awards while the middle school was eating lunch.
I see.
Okay? You open it up, you open the curtains, and you can have a stage for performances, for guest speakers. You can also open this up and you can seat 800 people at a banquet.
Well, again, this facility has so many uses in so many different ways, and the community gets to use it, the school gets to use it. It's multifunctional.
And the community has used it. We have the Hall of Fame recognition at Central High School. We've had graduating classes have scheduled the use of the cafeteria. The food's prepared here, they serve them. We've had various school board meetings even held here. We've had public hearings held here. So all aspects of this facility are available to the public because it's the public who paid for these facilities.
Well, it's a magnificent building, a magnificent way for the community to be involved in the school system too, and y'all just do a wonderful job here.
Well, Thank you, and we've had great support. Junior, we're in the middle school competition gym. We can seat 450 people. We have 2 areas that we can show videos, have in service, but we also play basketball and we have PE in here. We can separate the gym by rolling down the screen, so you can have boys on one side and girls on the other.
Mike, this gym is the envy of a lot of colleges. You've thought of everything in here. Question that I have about what you do use it for, obviously it's not just for basketball competition or volleyball competition. You obviously have other events in here.
We do. We have meetings with staff. We have it available for presentations. We've had some Veterans Day programs. We've had spelling bees. The gym is suited so that it's acoustically enhanced around the building, so you don't have that hollow sound in the gym and sometimes you do. And it's air conditioned, Junior.
I've never played in an air conditioned gym, I can tell you. Well, this is a fabulous facility, and it goes right along with everything else that we've seen here.
Well, I got one more little plum for you. We have a practice gym right next door that has the exact same floor in it, so that we can have activities, boys and girls, multiple activities going on at the same time.
So you actually have 2 gyms?
Yes, sir.
Wow. What a facility.
Junior, we're in the auxiliary gym, and this gym has everything except the bleachers and the screens and all. So the floor is the exact same floor, the exact same size. It has all the acoustical enhancements.
Well, Mike, what was the idea behind putting an auxiliary gym in? Many high schools don't even have 2 gyms.
While we were building, we wanted to make sure that we had adequate facilities for all of our students. We have about 160 students every period that go to PE. And in one gym, 160 students, you couldn't do it, especially when you're inside. So we built this for PE classes, for tournaments, basketball and volleyball, that they would be able to have more access to facilities.
Fabulous, fabulous facility. It's unbelievable the thought that's been put into this structure.
A lot of planning.
Mike, we're in the girls' locker room here, located next to the gym, and I have to tell you, I don't remember locker rooms looking like this when I was in school. Tell me some of the thoughts that went into designing just the locker room.
Well, both with the boys and the girls' PE lockers, we needed to have a place for them to put their clothing, so we fixed it up to where this is the PE locker room. It's identical for the boys and the girls. The offices are set up so that the coaches and the PE teachers can view what's going on. We have separate athletic lockers adjacent to the PE lockers, so that whenever you have the extracurricular activities, they're not in here where the PE clothes are held.
Mike, I have a question about the design and the different aspects of the school. So much thought has gone into each area. Did you have committees working on that, or did the architect suggest things, or how did the design factors come into play?
Well, the first thing we did when we selected the architects, we visited schools that they had built. And then we came back with a general concept, and the architect firm held a charrette where they got input from the public. And then they went over and they did that on a Sunday afternoon, and then they went and drew diagrams and came back on Monday. Then we had teachers from each school based on subject area, PE, art, music, and they gave us concepts that they wanted in there. The architects incorporated those concepts and came back to the staff at the schools and say, okay, this is what we have. What do you like? What don't you like? Keeping in mind that we had a budget that we had to live within. So we did all this with their input and within the confines of the budget.
Well, it certainly has paid off. Well, what's on the plans for the future?
Okay, let's talk about that. Well, Junior, right now we're finishing the construction of the 9th grade academy. which will open for next school year. Beyond that, we're looking at addressing some of the classroom needs that we have. We have temporary buildings at Bellingrath. We have temporary buildings at Tanglewood. And I think there's going to come a point in time that we either have to look at constructing a new elementary or providing elementary facilities. We do have space on this property for another campus. And then we're going to have to look at the high school within 7 to 10 years, because the high school is the newest building that we have other than this complex. It was designed for curriculum and educational programs in 1973. We're in the year 2015. We have to look at providing for the students of today, for the teaching and learning of today. So as we plan and develop, we have to realize that we have to be looking ahead in order to provide for our children. So I think those are things we're going to be working on. Again, we're going to be asking for involvement, input, stakeholders, people in the community, the business sector, parents, and the people that work in the schools and teach our children. So we're going to be coming up with some things in the future as we plan and look to address the educational needs of our school system.
Well, it's an awesome responsibility, and it's one that when you tour this school and this facility and you see the level of building, the level of education that comes from here, these kids and these teachers and these parents are going to expect that to proceed on into the high school, and it's necessary that we bring the entire system up to these standards. It's a high goal that you all have set, but I know through the involvement of the parents, the involvement of the community, and the school system, of course, together, that it can all be done. There's been a lot of talk about the Greenville Springs Road property where the hospital was. Tell us about that and how that fits into the school board's plans.
Well, what we're doing right now is we're working to obtain ownership to that property. And there's 165 acres. And what we would plan to do would be acquire that property so that whenever the time would come to build a new high school, we would already have a site for that and not have to worry about including that in the plans. There are about 80 acres that we would need for a comprehensive high school that would include academic and athletic and parking facilities. So that would be the perfect size for a site for a high school that we would look at planning.
Well, it's an exciting concept, and after seeing this building and these facilities, I'm sure that things will work out just fine there, and that the community school system will continue to grow and continue to take care of the needs of educating our children in our community. Thank you, Mike, for today, and thank you for joining us on Central Today. We hope that you'll come back and see us again when we'll talk next about the City of Central and how the City of Central actually works from within inside. Thank you.
I wanna feel the sun, have barbecues. I wanna see my friends, the old and new. We'll turn on the game and share some laughs, and we'll play this and that. And now we'll say goodbye to rainy days, to the colder nights and the empty trees. Now full of life and colors new, and it's all here for you to see. Cloudless sky, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to play, and it feels just like a beautiful day. Cloudless sky, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to say that it feels just like a beautiful day. A beautiful day. The grass between my toes, I wanna hear the birds as they come and go. And I'd love to fly if I had wings, and I'd bring you with me. I wanna hit the beach, the ocean air, sand get everywhere. We'll watch the sun as it melts away, and I smile just the same with you. Out the sky.